So how do you define systemic barriers?
I think systemic barriers are those things that are in place that get in the way of progression. And so they are things that repeat. They are things that are really built into the structures and the processes that get in the way of the goals that we're trying to accomplish.
And what support resources and moments help you in navigating systemic barriers?
In terms of navigating systemic barriers, I think identifying them is one thing. I think getting champions that help you work through them is another. So I've been really lucky with the mentors that I've had, as well as the champions that say, you know, you can do it or get through it.
And what are some skills and qualities of a good leader? And what do women leaders bring to the table?
So I think one of the keys is listening, which I'm not always good at, but I think it is incredibly important because I think that the world that we're in is evolving. The needs of our people are evolving. And so trying to take something that even worked 12 months ago and try to apply it to a situation today may not work. And so our people will tell us what we need if we are open to listening to those things. And I think we also have to really listen because sometimes it's not a direct in your face, this is what you need to be thinking about. But as you monitor and listen and observe, you're able to see and hear things and then make adjustments. Second part to your question.
What do women leaders bring to the table?
So I think what we've seen and what we saw through COVID is that women can provide a different kind of influence and leadership. That can be, in some cases, a quiet influencer. So certainly for me in my career, I'm also an introvert, but I think we can be more observant, speak less in some cases, not always. I think that we bring emotion, and I think emotion has traditionally been viewed as not necessarily a positive, but I think that it is. I think in the world that we're in today with the uncertainty that we're facing, whether it's we went through a pandemic, the financial strain that we're going to see, I think all of those things need authentic leaders that bring what they are feeling to the table because people can relate to that. And I think women are particularly good at that.
And how can organizations address systemic barriers for women and advance them to leadership roles?
So I think organizations that are conscious of really wanting to address systemic barriers need to look at their systems, right? So looking at the processes that are in place right from the very beginning. So how do we post our positions? Where do we post our positions? How do we onboard our people? How do we identify people for opportunities? How do we promote our people? How do we evaluate our people? Are we consistent? It is really, how do we develop our committees? Do we have the balance that we need? Really, it's in every single step to look and challenge ourselves and then create the feedback loop so that even if we think we've got it right, we have mechanisms to be able to get ongoing input to continue to make changes.